My children of Thebes, what troubles you?
Thebes has been struck by plague, killing our women and children, sickening our cattle, and destroying our crops. The city is dying, my king. You saved us from the Sphinx once. Please, save us once again from this plague.
I cry through the nights, knowing of all the sorrow that falls upon my city. I have sent my brother and fellow ruler, Creon, to the Delphic oracle to find out how to stop this cursed plague. Ah, Creon, what has the oracle said for us to do?
Dear king, would you rather go inside for my report?
Speak to us all. I had nothing from my people.
Apollo commands we find the murderers of our past king Laius, whom we have since forgot.
What? How could you forget the murderers of your king?
Not long before you became king, Laius traveled to seek information from an oracle. When he arrived at a triple crossroads, he was unfortunately met by a band of thieves who murdered him and all his men but one. Then you came to Thebes, solved the riddle of the Sphinx, and became our new king, and the thieves were then forgotten.
I shall not rest until I find these thieves.
Dear Apollo, brilliant Athena, and powerful Artemis, we pray to you to save our city, Thebes.
I am Oedipus, king of Thebes, and I will save my city from this plague. My people, please, if you know who killed your past king, make it known. I promise the informant to be rewarded, and the murderer will receive no harsher punishment than exile. I pray that the gods curse Laius' murder and anyone who protects them. If I dare find the murderer in my own family, they shall receive just as harsh a punishment, and may the curse I strike on his murder strike me as well. How dare you people of Thebes let your king's murder be forgotten for so long?
My king, call upon the great prophet Tiresias to tell you where the evil in our city lurks, and where those that protect it reside.
Great Tiresias, I beg you, tell me who the murderers are and where I can find them.
I know whom you seek, my king, but I wish I did not know such a tragedy, and you yourself will not wish to know.
Tiresias, tell my people what you know. Let the murderer be known. You dare withhold the word of the gods? You know who curses our city, and yet you say nothing. Are you bent on destroying Thebes?
Even if I bury my knowledge in silence, what is destined to come will, and no one will be pleased with the result.
Since you choose to withhold the name, I am inclined to think that you are the one that brought Laius his fate. You plotted his death, and I swear if you were not blind, I would think you did it single-handedly.
You think so, king? Well, you are the one that brings the corruption to Thebes. You are the curse.
I dare you speak such lies once more.
It is a truth told by the gods. It is you, Oedipus. It is you that murdered the former king. It is you that must be exiled, and it is you that curses Thebes.
You silly and old blind man, you cannot even see, and you dare to accuse your king? You have lost your power with your blind eyes and deaf ears.
These insults you cast at me, you do not realize they soon will be cast upon you.
This is a conspiracy between you and Creon, isn't it? He conspired this story with you to overthrow me.
Great king, you both say words of anger. Please end this quarrel. It is not what Thebes needs.
You may be king, but you taunt my blindness, and yet you are the one that cannot see. You are the one that does not even know who your parents are.
Parents? Who are my parents? Tell me, you blind fool.
The murderer will turn out to be both brother and father to his children, both son and husband to his mother.
We the people are unsure of what to believe, but we refuse to finalize these accusations against Oedipus until we are given proof.
Creon, you dare attempt to overthrow me using that silly blind prophet you suggested we bring in?
Oedipus, please be rational. I do not wish to overthrow you.
Try to understand. You are concocting fantasies. Creon is not trying to overthrow you.
No, he is our curse, and he shall be the one to die in exile.
Have you no sense? This is a private matter, and yet you shout in front of our people. Please, my love, do not exile my brother, nor kill him.
I swear to you, my king, great Oedipus, we will always be loyal to you.
Creon tried to overthrow me with the prophet Tiresias and his false accusations.
Fear not, my dear, for all prophets are false. Nothing they say comes true. In fact, I was given a prophecy from the Delphic oracle that my son would kill his father and marry his mother, but we had him killed, poor defenseless thing. And Laius was killed by thieves where 3 roads meet. Not a single man, and not my son.
Wait, this is sounding awfully familiar to my own prophecy. Jocasta, my love, tell me more of the former king's murder.
My former love was killed by thieves at a 3-way crossroads.
Before I came to Thebes, I lived as a prince in Corinth. A drunk man told me that I was not the son of the parents who raised me. I went to the Delphic oracle for answers, but I was told that I was destined to murder my father and marry my mother. That night I fled Corinth, and on my way I was harassed by a group of travelers, whom I killed at the very crossroads that Laius was murdered.
Our world is ruled by destiny and the gods who create it. Only prideful men would dare to defy the gods so foolishly. But it seems that if all prophecies and oracles are false, and a prideful man can, in fact, triumph, then the gods may not rule the world after all.
I have come from Corinth looking for Oedipus. His father Polybus, the king of Corinth, has died, and the people of Corinth want Oedipus to be their new ruler.
This news is just what we needed. Though sad, it means that Oedipus's prophecy is false, for his father has died of natural causes. So it seems that it is not prophecies that rule our world, but chance, as I always knew.
I don't know, Jocasta.
Please, dear king, rid yourself of these fears, for you were not born by the king and queen's blood. They simply raised you. Let me explain. See, I used to be a shepherd many years ago, and while herding my sheep on Mount Citharon, I found a baby whose ankles had been pinned together. That baby was you, my king.
Who left me on that mountain?
It was another shepherd who gave you to me. He was a servant of King Laius.
I wish to find this shepherd.
Perhaps we should stop the search here.
Jocasta, do you not understand? I am so close to discovering who my real parents are. I cannot just stop now. I will not.
Oedipus, please stop this, Oedipus. Do not go further in your search. I beg you.
Enough, Jocasta. She must be worried that my parents will turn out to be poor, but I must do this. Now we shall soon know who my parents truly are.
Rejoice! We shall soon know who your true parents are, my king.
My king, that is the man whom I obtained you from.
Dear shepherd, I must ask you who gave you the baby that you gave to this man so many years ago.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to say.
Old man, I have no patience for you. Tell me now or feel my unyielding wrath.
Please, my king, the baby, he came from the house of Laius.
Explain, this instant.
The baby was born from Jocasta and Laius' blood, but he was given to me to exile at Mount Citharon, because he was born with a prophecy to kill his father and marry his mother. I could not bear to be responsible for a defenseless child's death, so when another shepherd offered to take you to be raised as prince in Corinth, I gave you to him.
Oh, powerful gods, you have forsaken me. Now I see the ugly truth you have cursed me with.
How sad to see that even Oedipus, a great and powerful man, has been brought to his lowest by the destiny given to him by the gods.
The queen, she is dead. She has hung herself in sorrow. She had locked herself in her bedroom, crying for the previous king and for the horrors that have been brought to her life. The king screamed, slashing his sword, cursing his once beloved, but now his newfound mother. And in his fury, he burst through the door. He saw his mother hanging, and his anger melted into sobs as he embraced her lifeless body. Oedipus took Jocasta's golden pins, the same ones that held up her robes, and he pierced his eyes, dragging them over his eyes several times, yelling that he dares not to continue to look at a world that has shown him such cruel truth.
The gods have cursed me. They gave me a fate worse than death, and as I tried to avoid it, the darkness of this prophecy embraced me as soon as I ran from Corinth. Though it was Apollo who ordained my destiny, I alone pierced my own eyes. Please banish me to Mount Citharon. Please banish my horrid life, my marriage, my birth, all of it. Banish it from my mind. Curse this fate. Curse all of those who have gotten happiness through the experiences that have brought me such agony.
We hope, dear Creon, that you can restore our city from this chaos.
Oedipus, I forgive you for your accusations against me. Please, return inside so you may feel your shame without the eyes of the public upon you. I shall grant your exile only if the gods allow it to be so.
You, my dear Creon, the gods seem to want me alive, so I embrace this exile. Please, Creon, hear me. My sons are men and capable of caring for themselves, but my daughters, please take care of my two little girls who, if you do not mind, I would like to see once more. My dear daughters, I weep for you. You should be excluded from society. No man shall ask for your hand in marriage, for they will not wish their bride to have been born of an incestuous marriage. Please, Creon, please take care of my girls.
You have wept enough in shame. It is time that you go. Guards, take the girls. Oedipus, your reign ends here on this day.
Oedipus, though he was the greatest of men, suffered a treacherous fall, and so all life must be miserable, and death is the only peace man shall ever know.